I need this. It's been hard. It's going to continue to be hard. But I want to get it. I want to be better for myself. So this is the start of week 9, and tonight at work, I really just wanted to have like a breakdown. And I think had I been any other place other than work, I probably would have. I thought that I would feel a lot better right now because in 8 weeks, I've lost 41 pounds. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to show you guys what my weigh-in was, what my, fasting and everything was. But I'm like, I know that I'm an emotional eater. I know I have some triggers, and usually like when I'm good, I'm good. And like I said before, day one is still day one, especially coming off of a refeed. And I actually this past week, I gave myself 2 days. I ate Sunday and Monday. Now I try to do it, as healthy as I could. But I was like, I'm down 40. I've been at this for, 8 weeks straight, no break. So I gave myself 2 days just to enjoy the things that I enjoy. My Brussels sprouts, my salads, my carrots and hummus. I gave myself that time to enjoy that. Some cashews and some grapes, things that they weren't bad. I did have a couple of sweets, but like only a couple of bites. Nothing like, okay, I had a whole slice of this or whole anything. But tonight at work, it's the end of the month, so it's always hectic and stressful. And some guys were eating some Chinese food, and I saw that, I smelled that, and it smelled good. I wanted it. And I started with the why me's, like, why me? Why do I have to go to such extremes to try to lose weight? Why is it so hard for me to eat right? Why? Like, why do I have to do? Why has this been the thing that has worked the best for me? And I mean, if you're an emotional eater like myself, like I have been, and when you're feeling that way, when you have those feelings of things not going right, my personal life is, we're not even gonna get into that on this channel. It is, hey, right? Okay, yeah. So I deal with things by eating. That's how I've dealt with them. I stress eat. I eat emotionally. I mean, like, nighttime eating is the worst time for me because it's like all those things, nobody's watching me. I can be by myself. I can, just gorge and gorge and gorge. And so when I don't have that outlet, it's hard. I found myself to be very, very, very emotional, very emotional. I mean, to the point of like, this channel is about being, very open, honest, and transparent. So, it's like, I love work crying. I was crying. Because it's like I wanted to eat. I wanted some Chinese food. And one thing that I found, like with my refeed this weekend, is like when you go 5-6 days without eating, in my head I'm saying, okay, I want to try this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And you can't eat it all. I can't eat it all. I get full so quick, whether it's my stomach has shrunk, Whatever the case, for whatever reason, I'm like, I can't eat as much. I can't eat that much, which is a good thing. But I still have I still have that need, that want to just to gorge and gorge and gorge. And so I had the past 2 days and I was eating. I was like, okay, and over the last, like, I know I'm jumping around a little bit. Over the last few weeks, I've gotten nervous because the first time that I went 2 days, I was like, okay, you're going 2 days. It's like, you've been doing one. Why are you doing two? If you do two, you're going to wake up on the third day, you're not going to start, right? I was nervous. I'm nervous every time. I mean, every time I stop, every time I have a refeed, I am scared. I'm not gonna lie, just be honest with you. I am scared on every refeed, because on every refeed, my fear is that my refeed will turn into not just 1 day refeed to 3, 4, 5, 6, and by the time you get going, because like even right now, like the things that I like, okay, and I documented some video of what I ate for my refeed. There was one thing I was like, okay, I'm treating myself because I've lost 40 pounds. So by losing 40 pounds, my treat to myself is to go and get some fried food. Right? Okay, cool. So there's these pimento fritters that I like. Sorry, no, that mic, that probably did something. But pimento fritters that I like from this restaurant. I got them, and I was like, okay, I ordered them. I was like, okay, there's like 4 or 5 in the order, little balls, probably about that big. And I was like, it's cheese, man. Okay, so I got 2 orders because I was like, I know I'm gonna really, really want these. I like these. I know I'm gonna eat these. I'm gonna eat a lot of these. I ate one. Kind of mad at myself that I couldn't eat a lot, but that's good. I can't eat the way that I want to. And so when I can't deal with things by eating, I don't know what to do. And I become very, very emotional, partly because I think, I got some things going on in my life. And then to have, that's been my outlet. That's been my thing. Like I've said before in past videos, when I lost the weight a long time ago, back in 2010 and 11, when I lost over 200 pounds, it was like burying a best friend, because that was my comfort. That was my thing. That was my go-to. You couldn't come between me and food. And so when that was gone, when I no longer had that to rely on, when I no longer had that to fall back on, that thing hurt. I mean, it hurt. And so even now, it's like, okay, I'm losing the weight, and it's like I'm feeling good about that. Clothes are fitting better, and that's good. But at the same time, it's like, this is such an extreme way to do things, and I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm okay with that. I think, me personally, I kind of like that. I think if it's like the other things that I've tried, it just wasn't there. I don't know whether it took too long, for whatever reason. This is what works for me. This is what I have decided to do. And this is what I want to really, really stick with. But man, smelling that food and wanting that food was just like, and then to come home and just to know that, hey, there's still some leftover stuff from the last 2 days. Right over there in that kitchen, there's still some leftover stuff. Now, I've taken some measures in the past few weeks where I'll freeze it. I'll put it in the freezer. But I was rushing this morning. Didn't put away last night. Rushing this morning. And so it's over there. And it's just like, hoping that doing these videos, hoping that getting in front of this camera, talking about it, saying it out loud will help me to not go back to that. It is a constant battle. And it's just like I said, I had the why me's. I was like, why is it so hard for me? Why does it take this? Why can't I do like most people say when people find out, are you doing that? Are you starving yourself? I'm like, I'm not starving myself. Starving is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. I know. I'm just choosing to fast. I've fasted longer than what most people will do. But I'm like, why? Why can't I just eat normal? Why can't I just portion control. That thing hit hard, man. But yeah, I wanted to say that. I wanted to talk about that because that really got to me tonight. Really bothered me for a minute. It's still heavy on me right now. So all the support I can, all the support you guys can. But like I said, I mean, it's a good time, guys. I'm down 41 pounds as of, what's today, the 28th. I think it's, I'll put it up here. This past Sunday, I think it's the 26th, was down 41 pounds, which is huge to be able to eat the way that I do on my days when I refeed, to still drop that amount of weight in 8 weeks. We still have a lot. I still have a lot to go. And then the biggest part of all this is figuring it out in the end, how to maintain and not gain it back. To not just have a goal, want to get there, get that goal, and then let it all go like I've done in the past. But down 41 pounds. So it's working. I feel better, sleep better, breathe better, going to the gym. Things are working out. And like I said, I have my moments. Tonight has been a moment. And I'm not all the way through it. This is my effort to try to work it out, to get through it. Let this camera be my therapy. Some accountability. It's, anything you do is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I've said before, man, that food addiction is like no other addiction that you have, because other addictions, alcohol, drugs, substances, whatever they are, I think, as far as I can think, and all of them, you totally get away from it. If we know Steve is an alcoholic, he's been through AA, he's done all his steps, and he's an alcoholic. We're not going to have a company gathering. We're not going to get together, not company together, but we're not going to get together and go to the bar, because we know that's going to be a trigger for Steve, and that can get Steve back on or off the wagon, whichever one it is. We won't do that. If you're coming off of hard substances, if you're coming off cocaine or marijuana, whatever it is, you totally get away from those things. Food is a constant decision every day. Every day you have to make a decision whether or not you're gonna have. It's not that you're gonna have the healthy drug. You just totally get away from it. But with food, every day, and people don't think anything about it. To pick something up, to grab something to eat, to go somewhere. What are we having for lunch? What are we going? What are we doing this? I'm hungry. I want something. I'm in your face and I'm eating chips. I'm in your face. I'm eating chips. I'm in your office drinking a soda. We're having the morning meeting, and hey, we have donuts every day. We have Bojangles. People don't think about that, because when you're an alcoholic, they don't do that. They don't just have, they don't bring Budweisers every day or whatever it is. They don't bring hard liquor and have it in front of you. People just in front of you, they don't do that. It is hard, man. Hard. I'm just, sorry. So, God, dog, I can't believe this. I need this. It's been hard. It's going to continue to be hard. But I want to get it. I want to be better for myself, for my daughters. Just live a better life. Not one where people are looking at you, making fun of you. People are talking about you, where you don't fit into places. You don't feel comfortable in your own skin. No confidence in yourself as a man. So I know it's crazy, and it's not, everybody won't understand this. Sorry. Everybody won't understand this, but for those of us who do, it's not easy, man. It's not. And if it's not your battle, then it's not your battle. But for those who it is, I don't think it's anything harder, man, because it's so socially accepted. It's socially accepted. And so whether I have to throw this food away, and by throw it away, I mean put it in the trash and put it outside so I don't get it, and just pray, do whatever I have to do, because I can't let food take me out. And so I'm determined. Man, I've fallen 1,000 times. My goal is just to get up 1,001.